Here's the mistake people make when they come up with a new business idea. They get too excited about it. They can't stop thinking about it. They're losing sleep over it. And they might even start building it out right away and dreaming too much about the future, how this idea is going to make them $1 billion or turn into a 100-person company. Here's what you should do instead. Test your idea out as quickly and as cheaply as possible. And today I'm going to show you how to do that in 5 minutes. All right, so what you want to do is create the smallest possible thing that you could put out into the world and get some sort of response or feedback on. And the perfect vehicle for that is a landing page. So I'm going to show you how to quickly build a landing page that would test out your idea before you go too far down the rabbit hole and waste a bunch of time. So one way to do it is, for example, ConvertKit has a landing page builder out of the box. So I'm just going to create a new form here. And now I can choose which template I want. I'll choose this one right here. And what I love about having to build a landing page is it forces you to identify who is this thing for, what is their dream of a better life, how are you going to make them better, and what obstacles stand in their way. All right? And so let's say that you wanted to make an app that allows people to create custom socks, custom banana socks. All right, so this is just a silly idea, but we'll use it as an example. All right, so why don't we just start with that? Want to design your own custom banana socks? Then you might say, I'm building an app that will allow you to do just that. And then here we might tell more of the story. Now at this point, obviously this is just an idea, a silly idea in my head, but I want to be able to paint the picture for people that, this could be a real thing. And so I'm going to go over to placeit.net, and this allows you to create these mock-ups, right? And here's a guy on his couch with a phone. All right, so now I've got some images of banana socks I can upload right here. I don't know why I chose this example. This is ridiculous. And what it'll do is it'll put that image in place. So now I have an example. People can see what I'm talking about when I mean here's an app that's going to allow them to do this thing. So now I can take that image and add it to my landing page. Here's the placeholder right here. And here in this description section, I might, hash out the story a little bit more. I'm an iOS developer by day and a banana sock aficionado by night. If you're interested in my banana sock app, sign up below. And then I would put right here, sign up for the waiting list. And so at this point, I can save this. And this is what it looks like. So in less than 5 minutes, I've had to clearly identify, what is the main struggle that people are facing. It's hard to design their own custom socks. What's the dream? Well, you could have your own custom socks. What's my story? What am I proposing? I'm designing an app. Are you interested? Sign up for the waiting list. Now, by this point, just having made this landing page, you may have already discovered some things about your idea. For example, you may have learned you're not quite as excited about the custom banana sock app as you were at 2 a.m. this morning when you couldn't sleep, right? And of course, the next thought you're going to have is, how am I going to get people to sign up for this waiting list? And really, I think you really shouldn't get too excited about an idea until you're able to get a fair number of people to sign up for a waiting list once you've clearly communicated what this thing is about. All right, so here's what I would do next is I'd take my landing page, and the first step would be to announce it on my own channels. So on Twitter, hey, I'm thinking about building an app that helps you create custom banana socks, and then put the landing page in there. Now you've publicly announced the project, and you may get 1 or 2 leads just from this. Before we go too much further, if you get 1 or 2 people that sign up for a list on your landing page, don't let those signups go to waste. You want to ask them some questions as soon as they sign up, even if it's a small number of people. So again, if I was using ConvertKit, I would go into their sequences section. I would create a new sequence. I would call this banana socks, create the sequence, and now I'm going to set an email to deliver immediately after they subscribe, and I'm just going to ask them a few questions for you. So I'm going to start by saying, hey, it's me, Justin, the banana sock guy. But next I'm going to say, thanks so much for signing up. I have a few quick questions for you. Number 1, why did you sign up? Why are you interested in the project, right? Ask them right away. Why are they... have you tried creating your own custom socks before? What did you try? What was your experience, right? So you want to figure out why did they sign up? If they just signed up because they like you as a person, that might not be a great lead. But if they signed up because they've tried to solve this problem over and over and over again, and you've offered them the potential hope for a solution, that's a really good sign. Finally, you're going to say, what will you be using your custom socks for? And if you look at this pattern, it follows something I've talked about a lot, which is, first of all, figure out who these people are. Second of all, figure out the major obstacles or struggles in their life. And third, figure out what is their dream of a better life. Where are they going? Why are they interested in this thing you have proposed? All right, so let's finish off this tutorial talking about how I might get traffic for this page. Option number 1, betalist.com. It's built specifically for products that are in beta or are about to go into beta. So you could submit your site here, right? The next thing you want to do is see where people are looking for something similar. So on Quora, I found this thread where someone's looking for the ability to create custom socks. Well, this could be one place where you could post your landing page. Another thing I found is there's actually a subreddit for socks, and you might want to submit a new link, right? Here's your link, and say, I'm creating an app that lets people create custom banana socks. Post it on Reddit, see if you can get some traction there. The other thing is to look at what other folks have done that might be in a similar niche. So I went to Product Hunt and I just searched for custom socks. A few things came up. Sock swag is one of them. Okay, so what else worked for these folks? What did they use to promote the custom sock club? And one way you can figure that out is just in Twitter, search for their domain and see what's happening, right? So it looks like they did a partnership with Slack that worked. We've got people asking questions on Twitter, like what is the best service to get clothing like socks printed with a company logo or design? So just by putting in their URL, I've found some places where I could promote my landing page. So that's how I would test out a new business idea in 5 minutes or less. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you want more tactics like this, check out Tiny Marketing Wins, tinymarketingwins.com. See you next time.